make sure you guys like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and make sure you put on the notification bells for more videos like this. Hello and welcome everyone to a new video talking about Cosmic Finance. I am so hyped about this project, and so many people are as well. This project has so much backing from the previous project and an ongoing project that is doing really well, that being Sphere Finance. And there is some connections in terms of the people who are working and advising on Sphere that are also assisting on Cosmic, making me feel really safe and really, put together in terms of what Cosmic really has to prepare and what they are looking to produce. I've seen a lot of interesting styling of what Cosmic has produced in terms of a really nice viral sense where they actually take pictures around the world with the picture, Cosmic Finance, and show it, all across Europe, America, and things like that. And that's really cool because it brings the community together to show you that no matter where you are in the world, you can be a part of Cosmic, right? So what are they creating? They're creating something that is sustainable and very credible. They're basically creating this ecosystem of something that long-term investors can be a part of. Right now, there's a lot of miners, BSC miners, Chronos miners, and things like that, multi-chain miners, right? But what Cosmic is trying to produce is something long term as a token, right? And they want to create something that's very safe, very secure, and something that can be used as that something that will be produced and used as a sustainable source of passive income over a long period of time, right? So they are KYC'd with RugDoc, right, which is a very reputable name in the space and in BSC specifically. As you know, Cosmic is going to be on Binance Smart Chain, right? They are also a part of Solidity Finance onboarding, so that's really cool as well, which is also an audit. So basically, it's an auto staking protocol similar to other things like Safu, Titano, and things like that, right? But they do have a key difference that stands out in terms of how the system works and what it does. So to start off, first of its kind, right? So there is actually dynamic raise and tax. So in the case where it does negatively impact the liquidity, it'll actually reduce the amount of tax, or it'll increase it so that there is sustainability and stability. No other token on Binance Smart Chain has the ability to do that. With dynamic tax, it kind of creates an ecosystem of safety and security for long-term holders rather than those that are trying to flip tokens or trying to do a quick in and out. This is the long-term aspect, allowing the APR to stay relatively the same, but also producing the ability to keep it sustainable at the same time. When you have tokens that have over 1 million APR, they'd never last long enough. So having that ability will provide the token with long-lasting, results for passive income investors. They have an anti-bot system because a majority of launches on the Binance Smart Chain, even Ethereum and other chains, have this issue where a project gets a lot of buy volume on launch. They take the total supply and they could control the token for the rest of the project's lifespan. But in their case, they do have a good system for that, with the fact that they've created such a massive project and have the experience onboarding onto Cosmic. They will have similar things like that with their anti-bot system. They also have a multi-sig for those who are concerned about loss of funds or issues or problems that can arise in higher level management systems. So this will increase the ability to have safety and security with that. They also have a DAO system, and that is basically a solution to having everyone involved in a project. A DAO basically provides voting rights for those who are members of the Cosmic ecosystem that have tokens, and they will be able to vote on things like proposals. They will be able to, push forward ideas that they feel are right, rather than just having the management take over completely. This provides the holders and the investors themselves with an idea of what they really want to do with their money and how to invest it themselves. Lastly, they have the dynamic APY that I mentioned earlier, so that not only are you having a dynamic tax system that is based on price stability and sustainability, but also in the case where there is bad market conditions and things get too low, or the project is kind of needing that assistance, the APR would be reduced so that the amount of tokens everyone is receiving, it doesn't actually impact the price worse. So this makes the project more sustainable for the long term period. So the generic taxes, which are dynamic, start off with a base of 14 and 16 on sell, with 4% going to the LP, 5% to the vault, 2.5% to the trust, and 2.5 to burn. Likewise to sell, with just the differentiation with the Cosmik Trust. They are allianced with the Rug Doctor, or Rug Doc, sorry, and Solidity Finance as well, and is also reviewed by Rug Doc. They have a few questions. If you do have questions, is it public? Is it whitelist? There is a very limited option for the whitelist. The project hasn't launched yet, but is going to be launched shortly. Their presale has not started yet, but you can be a part of it. So try your best to get involved. Their Discord is the best source of that. That will be the best place to get involved on it. And their launchpad that they're actually choosing is Gempad, and that's the last that I've heard of. If they do decide to switch it up or change certain things, I'll make sure to update you with my YouTube video. Now let's move into the white paper. As you see here, the white paper kind of explains similarly that there's the website, the Discord, and the Twitter, as well as the KYC, and the taxes as well. So what is the key differentiation? I've kind of explained and elaborated in terms of what they have here. Here, let's go into a little bit of the roadmap of what they're creating and what they will do in the future. So they have the phase 1 whitelist complete. They have things like the Solidity audit, the TikTok, and the YouTube campaigns that are really going to push the project further. This will be for those that are pre-launch, right? Once this is done, they will move into things like strategic partnerships, their private sale raise, which is, I believe, complete now, and moving into the pre-sale itself. Their goal here is to actually have the goal of creating a Crow bridge and going to crypto conferences as well, with Certic on the way. Certic is one of the major sources for security for the audits. It's one of the top end audits, and once that's complete, you don't have to worry about it. Considering this is a more off newer tokenomics style, it's good that they are really pushing towards Certic as one of their first things. Their dashboard will go live later on, as well as CG and CMC listing. They are planning to eventually get onto CEXs, which are centralized exchange, for example, Bitmart, LBank, etc. And then they push out towards the Twitter marketing campaign. I see that they will definitely have a lot of marketing, and they know where to really put the money where their mouth is, because what the experience that they have in terms of what Sphere has and them advising and assisting on the development of Cosmik, there is a lot of potential for what this project can do, because they can see what is the best parts and what is the worst parts of Sphere and implement that into Cosmik. So what are the 4 things that the Cosmik Trust does as we start talking about the tax and what they actually do? So basically it functions as a financial support. You have a support system. This is going to help in the case as a buyback and to create a floor. And this will also allow the creation of funds for new products, services, and utility. Basically, this will be also, the source of backing. In a sense, if you look at something like a gold for a bank, this is just like Cosmik's gold, right? Now let's talk about the vault. The vault is also going to be used as the rebase rewards and the way to actually refund those who are, buying into the system. And this will actually provide them with the rebasing. As you see here, then there will be the LP, which is relatively simple. That will also increase the LP and make the project more sustainable for big dumps and things like that, along with Fire Pit, which is the burn. right? So they talk about the LP and they talk about the dynamics tax portion. So as you see here, when there is a certain percentage of LP, there will be a certain tax that manages it. And in this case, it's dynamic. They don't actually have to modify it themselves as the for example, the developer doesn't need to manually do this every single second. This is all done by itself. There's tokens that have done this on the Matic network and is being very helpful. And this is what they are going to do to implement on the BSC network. The APY explanation, there is basically a formulation for how the APY or annual percentage yield works. Basically, you buy, you hold, and you will be rewarded. Their main goal here is to have a sustainable long-term project. This is not one of those short-term APY tokens that have crazy amounts of APY. This is a project that has really long-term sustainability and long-term gaining potential. Very safe project. I myself am investing in this. I love what they've created so far in terms of how they've developed the Discord, how they've developed their systeming, and the people that are involved on this project. I can't wait for this to launch, and see you guys next time.